Hey everyone, before we get started with today's video, if you forgot to use a referral code when you signed up for Uber to get your bonus or guarantee of up to $1,000, then here's how to apply my referral code so you can still get some extra money. Here's the steps. So 1, open the Uber app. Next, click your photo or the 3 lines at the top corner. Click earnings. Click help or question mark. Click account and payment. Then referrals. And this step is really important. Click invited driver, report my missing or incorrect driver referral. And then click send a message. And for the invite code, use G4QA5UE. Friend's name, yours truly, Gregory Wave. GREGORYWAVE, like wave. The phone number is 815-847-0184. And the email is gregwave@yahoo.com. And for the details, you can just say something like, my good friend Gregory referred me to drive for Uber. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Rideshare Hub. My name's Greg. Today's video is more about the AB5 ruling, and we've been following this on the channel for some time now. Basically, the independent contractor versus employee stuff. So there's been some interesting things that have developed in this that I wanted to share with you guys. One of the biggest thing is Proposition 22, I believe, which we've referenced earlier, but I actually didn't know what it meant at the time. So it's a very cool thing. Proposition 22 is basically Uber and Lyft and a lot of other gig economy platforms have come together to say, hey, we want to create this corporate pool of funds, basically, that would be healthcare. I'm assuming it would be an app. I'm assuming we would all download it. And I don't really know how it works, but I know that was basically a part of their appeal to court to stay running in California. So really what this video was going to be about was basically if everything goes as planned and the court rules that Uber and Lyft has to treat California gig workers as employees and not contractors, they would probably have to they would have to fire 80 to 90% of their drivers. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. And I know that a lot of you want this, but that's not the solution. That is not the solution. So let's dig into this article and we'll go from there. Uber and Lyft may not shut down at midnight Thursday as originally planned after being granted an emergency stay in their appeal of a court ruling that said drivers must be classified as employees, not contractors. The companies are fighting the ruling and had threatened to shut down if their stay request wasn't granted after a 10-day injunction that's set to expire Thursday night. Executives at both companies said this month that the shutdown was necessary in order for them to rework their structure in order to comply with California's new labor law known as AB5, which became official earlier this year. Shares of both companies spiked as much as 7% after the stay was granted, erasing earlier losses from earlier Thursday. Erasing earlier losses from earlier Thursday when Lyft it would suspend service. Okay, weird grammar. A representative confirmed that Lyft would not shut down. While we won't have to suspend operations tonight, we do need to continue fighting for independence plus benefits for drivers, the spokesperson said. That's the solution on the ballot in November. And it's the solution drivers want because it preserves their ability to earn and to use the platform as they do now, whenever they want, while also getting historic new benefits. Without it, 80 to 90% of Californians who earn on an app-based platform will lose that opportunity. So not just Uber and Lyft. This would affect a ton of people. But that's the thing. I really agree with that last paragraph. I don't believe the solution is become employees. I believe there's creative ways, like the Proposition 22, to get us some benefits. We don't need all benefits. I mean, I'm not working 40 hours a week on Uber, and I know most of you aren't. You're not even working full-time hours. Like, healthcare is something that we need. I really like that solution. You know, I don't know what else people are really looking for besides healthcare, but I think like minimum wage is one of the things. That's the number one that I would be completely against. I do not want to be capped off. That's not the solution. So I actually really agree with everything they say there. I think that's like the best way to go about it. Go about it. Well, we won't have to suspend operations tonight. We need to continue fighting for independence plus benefits for drivers. That's the solution. Did I already read that? Yes. Sorry, guys. We can't go out and hire 50,000 people overnight, Uber CEO said in an event hosted by Recode on Wednesday. All of our model, everything that we have built, is based on this platform that brings earners and people who want transportation and delivery together. You can't flip that stuff overnight. It'll take time, and we're going to figure out a way to be in California. Sounds very confident. We want to be in California, but if the court case comes in, then we'll have to shut down, he continued. We've got the best engineers in the world figuring out how we can rebuild this thing. In November, Californians will vote on Prop 22, which Uber and Lyft, alongside other gig work firms, have supported as an alternative to current labor laws. The measure would create a pooled fund to pay for healthcare and other benefits that would follow workers between apps and jobs. It would also allow workers to retain the flexibility that an overwhelming majority of them say is the biggest plus of the work. Thank you. It's like really floored thinking I was the only one who liked it for that. This temporarily removes a major black cloud for ride-sharing names, an analyst at Wedbush Securities told clients Thursday. The operational challenges of turning thousands of drivers from contractual workers to full-time employees overnight are significant and have essentially forced Lyft and soon Uber to pause in its backyard of California if the courts did not reverse course. And that's, like I said earlier and in a lot of other videos, you know, it costs a lot of money to turn people into employees. And the issue is it's money they don't have. I, like 6 months ago, said it wouldn't ever happen solely for that reason. They're too broke to do it. They're either going to shut down, sell everything, or, you know, find some other way to do it, which is, it's looking like is what they're doing. But yeah, and that's basically everything. So, I mean, pretty quick article, short and sweet, really to the point. But here's what I would say all of you should really think about is, I know a lot of you would love minimum wage. I know a lot of you would love whatever else you're looking for. I can't really figure out, besides healthcare, I really can't figure out what anybody would want out of this. But you need to really, I feel like this is a scenario, especially with drivers who've been driving for years, of like, we've just gotten comfortable. We've gotten comfortable with the flexibility and the cushiness and easiness of this job. I mean, come on, driving Uber and Lyft is one of the easiest things you can do. It is not a bad job. Like, it really is very simple. It's honestly pretty fun. I've worked a lot of really crappy jobs. Uber and Lyft is probably the best job I've worked. Not including like doing my own thing, obviously, you know, but I mean, it's easy. And you can do it when you want, and you have no one yelling at you, telling you when to work, how to work. Like, you are your own boss, and you can't make as much money as you'd want, but if you take the time and dedicate yourself to it, you get to a point where you're making $20 an hour or so. Like, how is that not good? How are we really that upset with that? So, I don't know. I'm not for it at all. I used to be kind of mixed feelings about it. I'm really not for it at all. I would really just rather things stay the same, honestly. Hopefully they don't keep cutting our rates, you know, year after year for the most part. But even so, even with the rates being cut and all the crappy stuff Uber and Lyft does, all this stuff, and it drives me crazy, I am for them here, and I'm still thankful that I've gotten the opportunity to drive for them, and I want it to stay. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I'm begging you guys, check out the referral code. That is a great way to get some extra money in. There's a link in the description. You're going to get anywhere from $300 to $1,000 depending on what market you're in. It's like 8 steps. It takes less than 5 minutes. It is so worth a few minutes just to see if you did qualify for it. Now, a lot of people have been under a misunderstanding about this. Not everybody qualifies for it. It depends on your market. Some markets aren't even running it right now. And it depends when you signed up to drive. Now, like I said, if it takes less than 5 minutes, wouldn't it be worth it to just see if maybe you did get money? Like, would it not be worth it? So, link in the description. It's very simple. Check that out. Be sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon.